Alright guys, welcome back to 1822 MC Adventures and More. This is my channel. My name is Pete, and phase 1 of the 1822 adventure boat is now complete. So I have my initial mock-up done, as you can see, and we'll start in the front. I have my battery box, and I'm putting my battery box in the front because I feel it'll help me balance out the load. And what I did for the battery box was I took an old cooler and I hollowed out the top, and then I put a couple eye hooks in it so I can secure it to the deck. And I'll put my battery in there and run some wires in there, and we'll call that a battery box. Didn't cost me a dime. It just cost, well, no, it didn't cost me nothing. I recycled everything except for the paint, so everything's good there. I now have a kayak paddle, which I've busted in half, and I figured I'll keep it secured to the side of the boat, and if I needed it, it's there. Hopefully I'll never need it. Hopefully the motor will work fine. I have a cooler seat, and what I did with that cooler was I put some eye hooks in it, and then I drilled some holes in the top, and I put some expanding foam in the lid to help insulate it. Then I put a 2-foot piece of cedar board on there, and I've got it marked every 3 inches so I can get an idea of what I'm catching. So I can use it as a straight up cooler. I can put a cooler bag inside of it and use it as a storage bin. So it should work out pretty good. And of course the seat and a measuring stick. On my chair, you see I've got an old Coca-Cola crate, and I've got it temporarily wired in there with fish string, but I'm thinking I'll take some very heavy-duty zip ties, and I'll zip tie it to there, and then I'll probably cut part of the front out, and that'll be a nice under my seat tray. I've also now since gotten one of them old-fashioned yoke life preservers. I now have the vest. It also has a whistle on it. Safety first, right? I probably am going to use a coffee can with some nuts and bolts and concrete and an eye hook. I'm thinking it probably needs to weigh about 5 pounds. And I'll have it sitting there, and then I'm going to probably hook up some kind of a anchor line and a little anchor line box or something. I took an old surf rod that I had been using for a stiff creek rod. I had cut the handle off and whatnot, but I burned up the reel. Caught a gigantic snapping turtle about 2 years ago, smoked the reel on it, and then I came up with the bright idea that this will make a good flagpole. You'll get a flagpole holder like you put on your porch, one of the classic ones that moves back and forth. So I'll mount that somewhere about like that, adjust it as needed. That will be my flagpole. Cannot have a boat without a flag, right? Of course, I got my new in the box motor. And over here, I have a small boat with a 7-foot cast net in there. And right now, everything's just got primer on it because I haven't decided what kind of color scheme I'm going to go with this. I should probably just get some regular gray paint to throw over that primer and call it good. But times like this, my Marine Corps training kicks in, and so does my ADS. Part of me says I should paint this and trick it out in like maybe a naval camo or a duck hunting style camo. And of course there's another voice in my head that says, shut the fuck up, stupid. Just put the damn thing in the water and get going and have fun with it. So we'll see what happens on that. I may paint it, I may not. Phase 1 is now completed. This is my initial mock-up. Like I said, I have my floor in there. And what I did with the floor was I took a 2x4 and I cut it long ways 3 times. And then I recycled a pallet, cut the pallet wood down to, it was like 22 1/4 inches, and so I have about 1/4 inch on either side of the side walls for clearance. And so then I put that together, then I stained it, and sealed it. Well, actually, I cut all the wood, got everything mocked up, got it right, and then I stained the wood, and then I put it together, and then I stained it and sealed it. And so I should get some good life out of it. Of course, this is my first deck. I probably could make a better one in the future, but I got to looking at how much plywood weighs versus pallet wood versus like a barn stall mat, which is another great hack to put in these things, but that would cost me money. So far, all I've got into this is my paint and a little bit of hardware. I'm trying to do this with zero budget, but if this was to work out for me, the next deck I would probably build it exactly the same way, but I would either use stainless steel screws or brass. And brass would look pretty nice, but I'm just going to be motorboating with it. I'm just going to be camping with it, and I'm just going to be fishing with it and enjoying it. I'm not building a show boat. I am building an adventure boat. And like I had said to someone, I believe on the original video for this, I'll be able to do some pretty serious remote camping with this. Remote enough that I'll be squeezing my dog in here to come with me, because if I'm that far out, I do believe an extra set of ears and eyes would be a very wise decision for me. So with that being said, that completes my little phase 1 video. I'm moving along. Hopefully in the near future we'll be putting this into the water. If anybody's got any ideas on a paint scheme, I'm more than willing to listen. But right now, like I said, one of two things is going to happen. I'm either going to go full metal jacket retard and trick the whole thing out with a paint scheme of some sort, or I'm just going to put some gray paint over everything and call it good. We'll see how that works out. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I've inspired possibly someone out there to go ahead and get one of these little boats and go for it. Why not? You only live once, right? But I truly think for a one-man show, I think this is a great option. The boat weighs like 120 pounds or so with nothing on it. I'm trying to keep the weight down to about 175 pounds totally when I'm done with it, because that way, either with a small trailer or a dolly, I've been looking at making a dolly for it, I should be able to slide it out of the back of a truck, put the dolly on it, wheel it on down to the water, and go motorboating. And I'm also, I haven't had a chance to do this yet, but I have some friends of mine that are smarter than me. I want to talk to them about building a small boat trailer that I could pull with my bug out bike. So I was thinking, now wouldn't that be cool if I could somehow get a safe trailer that I could put this boat on and pull it behind my Honda. And I could go out into the woods, find me a makeshift boat ramp, slide that little joker into the water, and have some fun. I don't see why I can't do it. I mean, by the time I get everything set up, if this is less than 200 pounds, I know people that put more than 200 pounds in their motorcycle trailers when they go camping. So the only thing I see that's screwing me up on this possibly would be the actual length of the boat, not the width, because at like 42 inches, this boat's really no wider than a motorcycle trailer, but it is 10 feet long. So, like I said, when I do my phase 3 video, I'll have an update on the possibility of a motorcycle boat trailer. Maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't, but no matter what, I'm going motorboating in the near future. So, y'all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.